Good morning, students. Today let us study about the structure of heart. Students, what is heart? It is the pump of blood vascular system or blood circulatory system. It propels the blood to move throughout the body. Right? Now, this heart is made up of cardiac muscle. We know that there are three types of muscles in our body, right? Smooth muscle, skeletal muscle, and cardiac. So, heart is made up of cardiac muscle. It is pear shaped. Because of that, it is triangular in outline. If you see, the anterior end is broader and the posterior end is narrower. So it is triangular in outline. Next, where is it located? It is located in between the lungs inside thoracic cavity. So the chest cavity is called as thoracic cavity and our heart is located in between the lungs. And it is not at the center, students. It is slightly towards left. See here, heart is slightly towards left lung and is actually protruding into the left lung. Left lung లోపలికి కొంచెం చొచ్చుకున్నట్టుగా ఉంటుందన్నమాట. Now, heart is protected by two membranes, two coverings over it, and those membranes are the outer membrane. See here, the outer membrane is what? Parietal membrane, and inner membrane is called as visceral membrane. We call them as pericardial membranes because they are surrounding the heart. That's why they are called as pericardial membranes. In between these membranes, there is a fluid called as pericardial fluid. See the blue color liquid here? This is called as pericardial fluid. And this fluid is like a lubricant. It reduces friction between heart and the surrounding organs when the heart is contracting and relaxing. So heart ki వేరే organs ki మధ్యలో దాని చుట్టూ ఉండే organs ki మధ్యలో ఫ్రిక్షన్ జనరేట్ కాకుండా ఈ హార్ట్ చుట్టూ ఉండే ఫ్లూయిడ్ ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. So this is one level of protection. Next level of protection is given by ribs. Heart is highly protected, safely placed inside the chest cavity in between the lungs, protected by rib cage, which is formed by 12 pairs of ribs, right? Yes. So now let's move further. Heart is divided into four chambers, let's say four rooms. The upper two rooms are called as atria or auricles. Lower two rooms are called as ventricles. See here, this is heart and there are four rooms in it. The upper two rooms, this one and this one, they are called as atria or auricles. And lower rooms, this one and this one, they are called as ventricles. So let's say the right side room is called as right atrium, left side room called as left atrium. For short, this is RA, this is LA. And lower right room is called as right ventricle and the left one is left ventricle. Let's give the shortcuts RV and LV. So this is RA, RV, LA, LV. Got it? Now these chambers RA, RV, LA, LV, they are separated by grooves externally. If you see externally, external structure of the heart, you could find four chambers. బయట నుంచి చూసినా కూడా మనకి ఫోర్ ఛాంబర్స్ కనిపిస్తాయి అనమాట. దిస్ వన్, దిస్ వన్, దిస్ వన్, దిస్ వన్. అండ్ దిస్ సెపరేషన్ ఇస్ బై స్ట్రక్చర్స్ కాల్డ్ గ్రూవ్స్. గ్రూవ్స్ అంటే తెలుగులో గాడి అంటారు అనమాట. సో ఆ నాలుగు ఛాంబర్స్ మధ్యలో గాడి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. గాట్ ఇట్? సో now what about internally? Internally also there is separation, and this separation is by a structure called as septa. Septa means walls. Wall అంటే గోడలు ఉంటాయి కదా రూమ్స్ మధ్యలో, అలాంటి గోడ లాంటి స్ట్రక్చర్ అనమాట. So internally they are separated by septa, externally by grooves. Got it? Now this septa, internal wall, has its specific name. For instance, if the wall is between auricles and the wall is called as auricular septa. So wall between auricles is called as auricular septa. Wall between ventricles is called as ventricular septa. This is the ventricular septa. Now what about walls between atrium and ventricles? Right atrium and right ventricle, RA and RV, are separated by right auriculoventricular septa because right side కాబట్టి right auriculoventricular, auricle ki ventricle ki మధ్యలో కాబట్టి auriculoventricular septa. Same is the case here. LA and LV are separated by left auriculoventricular septa or septum. Septum is the singular thing, Septa is plural. Got it? So we have 4 septa: auricular septa, ventricular septa, right auriculoventricular septa, left auriculoventricular septa. Now we understood that there are 4 rooms. Now is there any connection between these rooms? Yes. Actually, the upper rooms are connected with lower rooms. There are apertures between them. Apertures means holes. So this is one hole, this is another hole. Through this hole, RA and RB are connected. This hole connects LA and LV. And these holes, they are guarded, means provided with gates. So a holes ki gate lanti structures untayi anamata, and those gate like structures are called as valves. VALVES. And these valves have specific name. So RA and RB are guarded by a valve called as tricuspid valve, and LA-LB are connected by bicuspid valve, or other name of bicuspid valve is called mitral valve. Why tri and bi? Tricuspid because the gate is made up of 3 structures, 3 flap-like structures. This is one, this is another, and another is in another dimension that you cannot see in this picture. But in bicuspid valve, only 2 flaps are present. Okay, so that is why it is called bicuspid. So you understood about the chambers. RA, RV, LA, LV, and all chambers are separated by septa. But there is connection between upper and lower chambers, and they have walls called tricuspid and bicuspid. Right? Now let us move further. There are blood vessels connected to heart, and of them some blood vessels arise from heart and carry blood to the body parts. Some blood vessels, they arise from body parts and bring blood to the heart. Got it? So you already know, right? Arteries, they arise from heart and give blood to the body parts. Veins, they arise from body parts and bring blood to the heart. Next, one more thing is auricles, the upper chambers, they receive blood. Receive blood means blood from veins enter into the auricles. And ventricles, they give off blood, means arteries arise from them and circulate the blood or supply the blood. Got it? So with this clue, let us understand what are the blood vessels and their names. So the blood vessel arising from RV, right ventricle, is called as pulmonary artery. So this is this T-shaped blood vessel is called as pulmonary artery. It has 2 branches, left branch and right branch. Left branch goes to left lung, right branch goes to right lung. Got it? So this is the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery arises from right ventricle, and it carries deoxygenated blood for oxygenation to the lungs. Got it? Now let us see the blood vessel arising from left ventricle. So this is the blood vessel, and this is called as systemic aorta. Aorta means large artery. So this is the large artery. So this arises from left ventricle and it goes to body parts. So what it takes to body parts? It takes pure blood, that is oxygenated blood, to the body parts. Got it? Now blood vessels connected to right atrium. So there are 2 blood vessels, superior vena cava, also called as precaval vein, and inferior vena cava, also called as postcaval vein. They bring deoxygenated blood from the body parts into right atrium. Got it? So superior vena cava, it brings blood from the parts which are above the heart. Which are the parts above the heart? Shoulders, neck and head. From these parts it brings deoxygenated blood to right atrium. Then inferior vena cava brings blood from the parts which are lower to heart, that is abdominal region, limbs, etc. Right? So these 2 veins, they bring deoxygenated blood and are connected to right atrium. Now what about left atrium? Left atrium is connected with 4 veins called as pulmonary veins. Pulmo means lungs. So they are bringing something from lungs. What they bring? They bring oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood to the left atrium. So now from right to the right atrium, deoxygenated blood is brought by vena cava, and to the left atrium, oxygenated blood is brought by pulmonary veins. Got it, students? I hope you understood. So we can say auricles are receiving blood from the veins. If you see right atrium, it is receiving blood from vena cava. Left atrium from pulmonary veins. And ventricles, they are giving of blood. Right ventricle giving of blood to lungs via pulmonary artery, and left ventricle, it is giving of blood through aorta to the body parts. Got it, students? So these are the blood vessels connected. Got it? I hope you understood the structure of heart well, and in the next class we shall see the flow of blood from where to where and how it happens. I hope you understood. Thank you.